Today I'm making love to my 4runner. It's getting seat covers, floor mats, windshield, a new radio, climate control knobs, new sunroof switch, a missing vent, new cup holders and not the ones above the radio. It's getting an upgrade to the ones down here. New center console. I really don't know why I'm doing this. What's up, guys? I know I said I wasn't gonna make love to this thing, but I've been daily driving it and I love 4runners, so I might as well make it nice. When I got it, the radio didn't function. I put a different one in, but the wiring's different. This is from a 99 plus. When I had it out, I saw the previous person had hacked and wire nutted, like house wire nutted, the old radio in. It drives me insane when people do that. They cut the body harness. I hit my local junkyard and got a body harness. So I'll be getting that in today. This car has some wiring stuff and I'm hoping this will fix it. Right now with the car off, the battery's connected, nothing works. I mean, obviously this shouldn't work, but door locks don't work. And the clock resets every time. So it's at 1 every time. But the car on, this works. It might just have a blown fuse. There should be constant power and switch 12 volt to a lot of the electronics. So before I check fuses, I want to repair all sketchy wiring. I've already thrown a rear drive shaft in it. I was just going to do the rear U-joint. They always go bad, but someone has done it. And this is a bad sign right here. If the cap ever moves, the yoke is junk. I used to build drive shafts at the machine shop I worked at. That's junk. Now, the reason that happened is they didn't properly lubricate it upon removal and installation. And also people press stuff that shouldn't be pressing it. I recommend hammering U-joints. There's going to be a video out on that, so look for that. And I'll explain in that video why to hammer, not to press U-joints. But a quick summary, a press has too much power and people don't know what they're doing. It's the same theory as why you don't give a brand new like lube tech an impact. He's just gonna break bolts. So we're at like 2 inches, 32 thousandths. And then if I go out this way, see all that play? And I can go up to about 60. So whoever pressed this U-joint in spread this yoke 30 thousandths. And now the caps are loose. So that drive shaft is trash. Luckily, I had one in stock from a 3rd gen that I did a 4x4 swap on, and it already had new U-joints, so I just greased it and put it in. Next on the agenda is it's Wednesday, so this thing's scheduled for a windshield. I do love a fresh windshield. It makes such a difference. When the windshield gets cut out, their Sawzall is shaking the dash a lot. And now check this out. There's a buzzer going off every time I hit the starter. Keeps scaring the crap out of me, but that's why I want to sort out that radio wiring. I'm hoping it resolves a lot of the issues in this car. I'm gonna start with floor mats, front, mid, and a cargo cover. I will link certain stuff down below. I'm not getting paid for this, so if you want to support me, like the video, maybe subscribe. Keep in mind I'm using budget-friendly stuff. Here are the all-weather mats I grabbed. Amazon, 20 bucks. Can't beat that. And the rear cargo, another 20 bucks. Does it fit? Hell no, but it was only 20 bucks. Probably don't buy that one. I'm gonna make it fit better with a razor blade. Chopped. I tried a little harder on the first side. Definitely tried less hard on this side. 20 bucks. I'm just gonna cut that and trim a little moon in that. Good to go. Front ones fit great with no trimming. You could potentially, if you want, trim this along that line. I'm not worried about it because it covers more carpet. Are you really gonna complain for 20 bucks? Moving on, let's hit the seats. This is not exactly the part of this video that I wanted to make. If you look here, I've purchased hog ring pliers and hog rings. The idea was to go more in depth, strip off the leather, and rebuild the seats the correct way. Parts are out of stock. I have them in stock for a Tundra. That video is coming soon. So I'm doing the next best thing. These are exact fit leather seat covers designed for the 3rd gen. I've never personally tried these, but we're gonna try them together. I also want to mention I'm starting a 2nd channel. By the time this is released, it should be linked down below. That one is gonna be in-depth how-tos. So when I do have a high quality seat rebuild video, in-depth content will be on there. I will also be moving a lot of my how-to videos that way as far as replacing 4th gen carpet. I have carpet for a 3rd gen, so that video is coming soon. Be sure to check for that link down below and subscribe, because if you've ever watched one of my how-to videos, they're very in-depth. Quick look at the seat as far as how it looks before. What are you doing? You want to rub the people? I removed the seat so we all can get a better look at it. Bottom first. Why is there so many? I have 15 of them, which I find weird. I feel like there would be 16. Not worried about it. I think I want to pull these side things. One screw flips around the switch and then it will slide forward. So don't be pulling this out. One screw here, one more right here. Then slide forward. I have a feeling I should have raised the bolster to do this. I'm just gonna slap it on. Sweet, got one. Here's the progress so far. So I got 10 straps around here. And you want to make sure not to go over any of the tracks or moving parts, and you want to secure it to the metal base. I know it doesn't look great now, but the leather's sat folded in a box for who knows how many months. So I'm gonna get the top on and we'll see how it looks. There's no holes for these. Sort that out later. I went ahead and pulled the seat cover off because I wanted to try to remove these so that I can cut them after and really get everything right where I want it. I couldn't figure out how to get them out. So I grabbed a part seat that I had and butchered everything. They squeeze on the tip. So this thing slides down like so, locks in, and it goes into the front side of this. I'm gonna push that plastic tab forward. Then you put your hand on the front side as well and hit the other side and just squeeze it. Once you squeeze it, comes right out. So now that I know how to pull these, I'm gonna somehow jam my hand up there and pull those out. Since the leather needs to be replaced anyway, I'm gonna cut an access hole. Now I can touch the front, so I'm gonna try to stab the back with this. Hopefully not my finger. I'm on it. There it is. Why? Oh, that one was tight. And it was sideways instead of front to back. That sucked. Now I'm gonna fit the cover and then cut those in after. What you looking at? Don't look at me with that judgment. This one has Velcro instead of a clip. So, that's done. This is good enough for the 2runner. I'm chopping these in, putting the plastics back on, putting the seat back in. And there it is done. Also pulled the switches off another 4runner. Honestly, sitting in it, they're all right. Give it a few days to get the wrinkles out. The headrest cover was ungodly tight. They made it super small down here and it balloons up to match the OEM headrest, but tight. Time for the intake. This is the intake I got off Amazon. Be aware 96 through 98 are different than 99 to 02. The hot tour definitely made it possible. In other videos, when I say just spit on it, I'm literally not kidding. It makes this stuff actually slide together. Because some of it be real tight. There's a $30 replacement intake. This one has definitely seen better days. I give the fit a 6 out of 10. Maybe with some heat it will adjust. The price, 30 bucks, 10 out of 10. Moving on. When I got the stereo wiring, there was somehow a sunroof switch. These are always gone. The one in here works, but it's missing the buttons. Very nice. This is a $42 double DIN Amazon radio. It has Bluetooth and a backup camera. Is it worth the crap? I don't know. I'm going to put it in though. If it's linked below, that means I approve for, keep in mind, for $42. It had the majority good reviews and it had a couple bad. $42 with the reverse camera. 44, my bad, but still, like, how is China doing this? These are what I'm going to be using to repair the wiring. They're butt connectors with heat shrink. Once you crimp it on, you hit it with a lighter and it shrinks down. Use those, not household wire nuts. That sums up repairing the hacked wiring. These adapter harnesses are 10 bucks, and I would charge over 100 bucks to repair that wiring. Probably around 150. The point of me saying that is don't ever hack your stuff over a $10 harness. It would have been fine with just the heat shrink butt connectors, but I go overkill. So it's set for 20, 30 years again. Now I get to wire the conversion harness to the radio, and this thing will be fully plug and play into the car. Run this to the tailgate, mount the reverse camera, find power for the reverse lights, and install a mic. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. I'm no install tech, but I know how to not do shoddy work. I didn't order the dash install kit. I thought this one would work. I'm kind of questioning all that. Even if I just set this in there, any place can fix that. I took care of the very critical part, which is the wiring. The door locks still don't work, so I'm going to check for fuses, pop the radio in, and I still got to do the leather on the passenger seat. So I'm not going to bore you guys with any of that. See you guys tomorrow, and we'll start on something else. This is ridiculous. Not even 2 days after I posted that video. Look, there's a Tacoma with a failed ball joint. Not me, bro. I'm not your tow truck. Feel bad for you guys, though. That's why you change your ball joints with OEMs. I got the second seat leather installed, and yeah, it's a little wrinkled. That one's starting to flatten out. The fit is not 100%, but I have raised my overall score on these to 6 out of 10. But for the low price of only this amount, it's a huge upgrade. Also got the stereo fully mounted and installed. And I haven't put it back together because I want to show you guys how I did it. This actually just kind of holds it in place. And then I screwed a piece of wood between the stock brackets flush with this front part, and that keeps it from falling in. Is it the best? No, but I hopped on Amazon and couldn't find any install kits. So that is as good as it needs to be. It's all right. It's touchscreen, so don't punch it. Next up, I'm moving into the center console and changing the e-brake to get the cup holders down here. I'm gonna shoot to the junkyard and see if they have one so I don't have to use my parts that are reserved for other cars. Found a 4runner. Somehow, no one took that. They took everything else but what I need. Really cannot beat the prices at this place. Someone removed the center console lid from the junkyard one. I was never planning on swapping that over. I ordered one on Amazon. I looked back at the ad and it does say that this only fits a 96 to 98. When we look at the pins, we can see that they are both male. I grabbed another center console out of one of my parts cars to check this out, and they are indeed female. The lid for a 99 to 02 console is like $100 on Amazon for some reason, but no big deal. I am just gonna chop these down, then run a drill bit in them to make them female. We can also see the 99 center console is taller, so you'll get a little extra arm height, elbow armrest height, as well as this cubby right here. I love this. Although putting this older style lid on the newer style kind of worked, it is worth noting that the latch doesn't quite engage. It's a little too far forward. If you're lucky enough to get this at the junkyard with the center lid, you'll notice it has a tray right here that snaps in first, and then this closes into it. So that's a really cool thing. I'm not going to worry about this because, like, look at what was in there. Million times better. I'm just going to loosen these Phillips and move the latch back a little bit. Did I get it straight? Hell no, it's a little slanted. It works. It's time to swap out the e-brake, then install this thing. Here's a little side by side. It looks like they just made that bracket longer. That kicks it to the right, just like that. Totally forgot there's no spots for the ECT power button or the back window switch on here. Totally spaced it. And that's because on the 99 Plus, the back window is in the center vents where the cup holder is. I know I've done this swap before, and I believe what I've done is just I've found the body harness and cut all the wiring out and wrapped it on its own individual loop and relocated it to the left of the steering wheel. Fuck, I totally spaced that. I only have these two to worry about, and I have these two pigtails. So I'm just gonna pull them back and then run them over this way, and then I will mount them on these blocked out spots right here. I'll do window switch on the left, ECT power on the right, just barely. E-brake wiring has been extended, ran, wrapped around stuff, and connected. What are you guys doing? You guys are crazy. Yes, it's midnight. Yes, I got it done. Here's our final result. We have a center console lid, which is super nice. A cubby here, two cup holders, e-brake to the side, and I added a vent and knob, so this thing is looking absolutely great. Now to celebrate. If you're daily driving your 4Runner, cup holders is a necessity. One of my favorite things to do to these old yellow interior lights, update to white LEDs. Main dome takes one of these. And I can't remember what the other ones take. It might be these 194s. Just went ahead and put two of these in the clear corner lights. I think it looks a lot better. They're very bright and white. It's quite literally a night and day difference. At the time of editing this video, I have gone to my supercharged 4Runner. The center console lid will not work from a 96 to 98 on a 99 Plus unless you delete the center tray. So just be aware of that. The whole clipping sequence is different. The tray clips to the console, the lid clips to the tray. I was hoping to get to a lot more in this video. I've had a lot of other stuff going on. So you're gonna have to subscribe to see what else I got going on. I might be doing all the control arm bushings. I do have white line bushings and energy suspension, but then I just bought upper control arms, and we'll get into the reasons why on the other video. And then I might also have a lift kit down there. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching part 2 of my 4runner 2runner build. I started filming a lot of this video before I bought the Corvette, so now daily driver has changed. But I will update on the seat covers. 9 out of 10. And also, I paid 65 bucks for them. As of right now, they're 122. They've pretty much doubled in price. I got a great deal on them. I don't know why. I don't know if their second run costs more. But even at 130 bucks with tax, not bad. We'll take a little updated shot of them. It's been about 2 weeks now. They look great. They've smoothed out a lot. Still a little loose in certain places. And also, I don't think I'm gonna get to rims on this video. Bought rims for this thing. I'm busy juggling about 30 things that are very intense, as I always am. So I'm just gonna end this video here. Great progress on the 2runner. This thing's already sweet. I do recommend that radio. I haven't hooked up the reverse camera, and I'm not expecting the most from it, but for $45, it's great. It's absolutely great. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.